Okay, hello my gravy Timothy's and welcome back to some Hearts of Iron 4. Okay, now I've been promising you guys for a while to do a cleanup episode on all these achievements that are kind of a bit of a pain to do a whole video on, and today is the day. Hey, see, we're currently coming in at 185 achievements out of 231. We were a lot closer, but then Paradox released a DLC, and they're actually going to release a newer DLC soon, so I really need to get a move on. So let's start off in the land down under. Okay, now we actually have two achievements that we could get as Australia, but one of them, it's really better just to go back on an old patch and do. I've been told was Australia Hungary, because Hungary now gets a whole bunch of cores throughout the game, and it can be a bit annoying to do. But the one achievement we can get right now is the weapons of the Third EMU War. As Australia, use a nuclear bomb on core Australian territory, which doesn't sound too hard, but also does sound like we're going to be sat around doing nothing. Okay, now I think the easiest way to do this is to simply get ourselves into a civil war, and then we can just drop the nuke on the part that breaks free. Okay, though, to do a civil war, though, we will need to actually be able to get one of these advisors. But the problem with getting one of these advisors is that we will get a ticking bonus over here, which might make things a little complicated. So it's going to be a little bit painful because I just don't want to risk accidentally flipping our ideologies, but we're just never going to pick one of our paths up here. We're just going to wait until we've got the nuke, which does mean we will get dragged into the war with the Allies, but, you know, that doesn't bother me too much. I'm just going to be sat here AFK, and I guess I'll check in if something funny happens. Okay, we're just gonna whack down our nuclear research facility straight away. I think 2 will be more than enough for us to get it. It's obviously gonna take us a very long time to unlock that nuke, but we'll whack down some avionics ones as well, just in case somehow we get access to the nuclear missile ones, but I don't think we're gonna have time for that. We're probably just gonna have to use a strat bomber. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go down Never and Never Gallipoli and then abandon Westminster, just so I get that daily autonomy progress ticking, and eventually we should break free. A meal? Okay, you know, I wasn't actually 100% sure if we'd get that freedom before everything kicked off, but yeah, we got plenty of time. You can already see my politics have completely devolved, by the way, looking at this pie chart just from this little spirit, but thankfully we will lose that next year. It's pretty important that you do get these guys as early as you can, just so they start getting their skill up, and now that I've actually got the research, we're just going to go ahead, put that in, and I'll see you in 3 years. So just your daily reminder that Kagul is a province that exists in Hoi4. Yeah, I think I'm losing my mind. Okay, that's the old nuclear reactor done. Now, 2 more years, essentially, and we'll be good to commit seppuku by dropping this on myself. I won't be that guy, Jack Piddington, but I can actually just get the electronics company that gives me an extra 5% electronics research for double the amount of political PowerPoints, but, I ain't exactly suffering political PowerPoint. Poor old Jack Piddington. Okay, got ourselves a nuclear weapon. Now, how do we go about dropping it on my own head? Okay, we only got one damn shot at this, at least until we develop another bomb. So, it might come off a little bit tricky, but we're gonna risk it, I guess. Yeah, I'm also gonna finally leave the Allies. I think the side that breaks free from me will still join the Allies, which is gonna be a bit annoying. We're gonna have to try and get this nuke going as quickly as we can. Obviously, depending on where they spawn, it could be a bit of a problem. Okay, so they got West Australia there. Not too bad. I think we have just enough range, yep, to drop one straight on Perth. Oh no, even though I kind of had range, I do not have the range to hit Perth, so we're just going to go for a random province. Pretty sure it doesn't matter where we go here, and let's just hope we get this off. All right, change it up. We're going to hit up here instead, just because that way the AI has no air supremacy or anything. They had a little bit. They've got 8 planes, which is enough to just destroy the whole mission, apparently. But because of the way the airport is right here, I can get like full supremacy. You only have to worry about the AA, but we do have our 81% chance, which is the best we are going to get. Now, I guess if we fail this, we are going to have to wait a little bit longer, another 100 days to try it again. So come on, Paradox gods, give me the dice roll I need. We got it. Boom, achievement unlocked. Okay, I know we said, all right, that we'd only go for that one achievement of Australia, but I may have just kept playing on my own for a while there. Okay, so when the Germans capitulated the Axis, I didn't get a single bit of land, but what I did get was all of the Soviet land eventually because we went to war with them, and now they no longer exist. Now, the Hungarians lost all their land, obviously, to the Soviets in the German peace deal, which was great. I've got a whole bunch of land now, mostly just from my strat bombing I did. I was like the first person in there, and I bombed Russia into the ground. That got me enough war participation to get pretty much everything I need. The only thing I believe we do be missing now is the Yugoslavian stuff, which guess what? They were in the Allies, but now that the Allies have finished all their wars, they're no longer in it because they're fascist. So it is the perfect storm of just everything coming together for me to actually get this achievement. Oh yeah, I also have ICBMs, and I'm going to thermonuclear strike the front line. So I'm going to justify on them. Hopefully we capitulate them, and I'm not missing any other Hungarian cores. I have looked around. These are just claims. I don't know if that counts. I haven't looked too much into this because, you know, if I can't get it now, we are just going to go back in time on an old patch and get it that way. But I think I have everything. The only issue is, because I wanted to get as much points as I could on the Soviets, is we are all the way up to like service by requirement. I could go up to all adult serve, but I don't think we're getting any more manpower than we have right now, so we really need to make sure these thermonuclears get a whole bunch of the Yugoslavian army. But yeah, I don't think they can get into anyone's faction now. The Allies kicked them out. Well, I think they would have left the Allies. They probably wouldn't get kicked out because they haven't generated tension. They could go over and make a faction in the New World, which, you know, if that happens... Yeah, the game just doesn't want me to get this achievement if that happens. So if you're asking if there's any strategy to this at all to get this achievement, the answer is no. What I've done so far has been nothing short of brute force. You know, if you're wondering why I didn't record it, it's quite simple. I didn't think this would go anywhere, but after the peace conference with the Soviets, I got a whole bunch of land and a dream. I only just realized Soviet Romania is still a thing because... well, the Soviets are still a thing. Where the hell are they? Okay, no. Did they just Napoleon my boy Stalin to Sao Tome? Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, yep, forgot about those. Oh, you know, kind of nuked myself there, but it wouldn't be the first time this game, technically. Okay, yeah, I've got enough cash, I think, to do this. I actually think we're gonna get this. Unless I missed a province somewhere, this should be it. Okay, is this gonna be everything we need? Say I really hope so, because I've put way more time into this one that I'm now on day 2 of recording. I just want to put that out there. That's how long this has taken. Thank God. Okay, it popped. Australia, Hungary, we never have to come back to this nation for an achievement ever again. Okay, never do it the way I'm doing. If you want to do it, just Google the strat. I think it's on the wiki for this achievement. Go do that. Just put your game back. It's way easier. You don't have to go to war with like 15 different people because you only need the base Hungarian cores and they can't get any more. Don't do what I did. Okay, after that, mind-numbingly long game, we're gonna go for another one because we're playing Spain. All right, I got 2 achievements lined up. We've got the Bourbon Spain one where we have to hold all Spanish and French core states, and our chief weapon is surprise, where we just have to have 5 spies and do 5 coups. All right, now I will go for the Carlist and try and get Bourbon Spain, but if I don't get it, I'm just going to restart, go straight with normal fascist Spain, and we're just going to like do the coup one, and we won't do the Bourbon one because I've got a lot of achievements I want to tick off today, and this one wasn't technically on it, but if I can get it while I'm here, we'll try. This is why I hate getting the Carlists in power. Having a really good civil war, you know, beating them back real quick. I actually almost got the capitulation on the Republicans there, but we have run out of time, which means it's real fun time. Yep, now the front lines look like this. Okay, we just took Madrid there, kind of haphazardly, which should capitulate. There you go, the phalangists are gone. Spanish directory, go to hell. And that is the hard part. Now we can take our time with the other 2 guys here, and we should be fine here on out, I think. Again, I ain't no Spanish Civil War Hoi4 expert. Okay, this is like the best I could probably do, just with no practice. Okay, I'm pretty sure if we take Cadiz now, that is the end of the Civil War. Okay, we have to take a couple more provinces than just Cadiz, but there you go, we're done. Now, can we actually somehow get a functioning army enough to get all of France? Young Baru, I don't have too much of a plan here for getting into old Francy-Pancy. I just did the war with Portugal there, no problem. I only really did that just so I could up my conscription. Don't know if you can tell. Not a lot of guys in Spain currently want to fight. Oh, I guess when in doubt, get the paras out. Okay, I have no idea if this is going to work, but I guess if we can get a capitulation on France, that'll be good. It'll give us somewhere to build off for us to getting a capitulation then on the UK. This is going to rely on them not having and I'm not too sure if they will have air up. They are obviously fighting the Germans in the old phony war right now, so here goes nothing. Okay, yeah, they're up in northern France, so I'm going to pause the paradrop anyway, because I want them all to go at the same time, and we're just going to keep an eye on that and see if they drop it. There you go, British didn't even have anyone in Gibraltar, so that was a freebie. Now I'm going to get my guy just on the port over there, because I don't trust him. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I told you to... well, our first lot completely failed there. Okay. Second time's the charm. Okay, the Germans also expeditionaried like 14 units to me, which is very nice because I am still struggling with manpower real bad here. I can't get any units out. I am getting my cores back, which should help out, but it's not fun. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I just want to go in right now on the UK or we wait and get more troops, because it is a hell of a risk we're about to take if we don't get this landing or we get pushed out. Okay, the paratroopers got across pretty easy. Now, I'm not too sure how well the army's gonna do getting across, because I have nothing to stop these submarines. The navy's gonna go out, but I don't reckon it's gonna do too damn much. I haven't even thought about this all the way through, because if I get this capitulation on the UK and I start doing the coups, who the hell can I coup? I need to do 5 coups. And yeah, coups aren't an easy thing to do, because we need to do it with people with low stability, essentially. And usually low stability does come from war. So, and they also need to not be the same ideology of us. Okay, we'll look into that in a second. I was also about to say, well, there's the UK's 200 units, but I think they're actually kind of busy naval invading me currently. Okay, nice. Now, we can't really be too fancy what we want to take here. We need to make sure we get everything of France's, just to be 100% sure that we get all of their core states. Okay, now I'm assuming the achievement's just going to pop as soon as we unpause here. There we go. 1 king, 2 crowns. Okay, this is great. Now all we need to do is just sit back, relax, and find someone we can coup 5 times. Okay, first coup victim, Denmark. Oh, these are going to take 180 days each. Oh, we're going to be here a while. Okay, first coup underway. Now we just got to do 4 more. Okay, this should be coup number 2 in Manchukuo. Now we're going to go move straight into reorganized government of China and get one going there too, and that'll be number 3. Okay. Coup number 3. Okay, that's really good. The Chinese state that popped out in the Civil War actually got annexed in. It didn't go join any other faction. I thought it might go in the common turn. It didn't, which means I can now go coup them a second time, and I'm assuming a third time after that. Okay, that's coup number 4. Okay, now if everything has gone correctly and there's nothing in the background breaking this should be the last coup we need. Okay, will this work? Will we be free from Spain? There you go. Our chief weapon is surprise. Thank God that's not broken. Okay, day 3 recording this video. Just woke up and now I'm ready to go into Poland. But not in 1936 or in 1939, the alternative start date that nobody uses, because we've got to do 30 minutes of hell. Yeah, but I've already done 30 minutes of hell. I don't think I ever did a video on it, but it was the same strategy that everyone used back in the day, where you just hold like 3 tiles on the river or something. I think it's this one right here, because if you don't hold 2 VPs, you capitulate. But that is a bit boring, because I think when I did my little game recently where you play Poland properly, like how the developers intended, someone told me that you can actually get this achievement in exile, so you don't even have to do it the way everybody used to do it. So of course that got me very interested. You know, I'm still going to set up for a bit of a hold here at the start of the game, just so that we can rack those casualties up as much as we can. I really can't remember the full strat. I'm just going to go down to 10 whip though, just because we don't have a lot of equipment. We're going to hold those 3 tiles, and we'll see how many casualties we get up to. Yeah, if we don't hold here, I really do not care in the slightest, because I do want to do our little Exile 1939 game. I think what we're going to do is either make some Marines or get some tanks out and just focus on encircling the Germans as much as we can. We could try for the Warsaw Uprising, but if you know anything about this channel, that doesn't work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure what you used to do is you just held these 3 tiles or these 3 tiles. I haven't done this in like 4 years. And then the casualties just rack on up. I think eventually the Germans did start attacking, but with the new AI and the way they actually consolidate their attacks, I'm not too sure if this strat is even possible, because I think they will just eventually de-org you out and, you know, be relentless. Yeah, I don't think the strat works too well anymore. The AI has definitely developed a bit further since back in the day, but we have managed to get up to 167k. And that's a good start. Oh, to be fair though, I did forget. I think you can do local Western plans as well, and that'll give you another little buff to your defense in the provinces. So, you know, if people want to do it like this, I'm sure they could still figure out a way. But I actually want to play a Poland game today for some reason. Oh, there you go. They just de-orged me and reinforced me out of those provinces. So yeah, I should be fully capitulated now. You know what? Actually, hold on. Can we do a little meme here maybe? Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe if I delete like enough of my units here, we can just lend-lease all our equipment out. Okay, France literally accepted the lend-lease as I was going down there. Do they actually, do we get that back? I think we might be able to get that back. Yep. I don't mind me, Germany just opened up the Stargate at the last minute and sent all my units equipment into it. Okay, nice. So we got a whole bunch of equipment now, and we are in exile. What did we get up to in the end? So 196. So we just need 1.6 million more casualties. You know, I think a good shout might be doing Marines, because like I've already said a whole bunch of times, getting the Warsaw Uprising to ever happen is a bit of a pain in the buttocks. But if I actually do Marines and then go on the commando side, I could land on pretty much any province I want, kill a couple German units, and then go back to the UK. So we are chugging a fair amount of manpower right now. We get 700 from influx of exiles, and then Irina Anders down here gives us another 700, so we get 1400 weekly, which is pretty decent. Okay, we've made our commandos, and we are going to usually start picking off some German casualties. They've also gone east now, which means we probably need to get a move on, because either they're going to win against the Soviets, which actually be good, means we can, you know, beat them up for even longer, or they're gonna lose and the Germans won't exist and I can't get casualties on them. Okay, plan is we land either side of Cherbourg here. This is just a test, by the way. This could go horribly wrong, and then we get whatever unit is on the port, and then we pull out. Because these are commandos, we can just re-embark off any province, or, you know, any province that's on the coast. I don't think we can just get on our boat in the middle of Frankfurt over there and end up back in London. Okay, so as we can see here, they do have units all along the coast, so the AI is a bit smarter now. So I think instead we need to land somewhere where they might not be able to do that, or we just get a couple more of these divisions, which is a lot easier said than done. I think what also I could do is maybe land with a couple of my little crappy units here and keep them busy over there. Okay, I've developed a new strat. It's called, if you want Brittany, you're gonna have to take it out my cold dead hands. So far, working pretty well. Also, I don't know if this has even been said before, but the Warsaw Uprising is now even more impossible because the Germans will put down their right commissariat in it. So, you know, I have been trying to get this thing going just to see if it's possible, but then they released this guy, which means the resistance will no longer spread between their states. Yeah, it's only going to spread between the right commissariats, which, yeah, that's great. Which means if I wanted to do this now, I'd have to individually then go boost in another province in the Germans. So I need 2 at the same time, but you can only do resistance contacts in 1. So I think I've just given up, because we need, I think, 50% support, resistance support in like every Polish province, which yeah, that's not happening. The only issue is that I need it down here as well as up here. So that, you know, I'll keep at it. We might be able to eventually get it. It's just a massive pain. Okay, the Germans aren't really attacking that much anymore. We are up to 1 million casualties, so we only need 800k left. But the AI is now starting to do their own naval invasions, and it looks like the Axis is going to collapse soon, although they are pretty far into the Soviets, so that could change. Oh yeah, I also have my new homeland in Libya. I ran out of manpower, so I had to ask for that. Yeah, I'm just hoping I can inch out the last 800k here in Brittany. If I can't, I could probably just join the front line anywhere else now, probably down in southern France. I just got reinforcement really badly there, and yeah, I'm going to assume it's probably down to the fact the AI has taken all their air off me and has put it elsewhere. I'm going to hold to the last man here, though, because this is getting me a lot of casualties. We're up to 1.2 million right now. I think it might be time to think about a withdrawal at this point. We did up to 1.6 million. I'm staying. It's a damn annoying part. Half the damn units attacking me now aren't even German, so we're not even really ticking up here. All right, they got a whole bunch of my units getting out of there, especially my Marines, which is a bit annoying, but I'm just glad I got the majority of the army out, which means we can just go join another front now. And yeah, we just need another 200k casualties here from somewhere. You know what? I'm just gonna go hop on the Soviet front. That's probably where the majority of the German units are, and I don't want another Brittany situation where I'm just fighting the Bulgarians to death. Okay, good news is plenty of Germans over here. Only thing that's really bad is they, just like I, am currently starving to death in the Soviet supply. But I have been picking them off, and I'm already at the 1.7. I'm assuming I was pretty close just from what was attacking me in Brittany anyway over there, so we just need to get a couple more little encirclements, and we should be good. Oh! 30 minutes of hell. Okay, if you're wondering which happened, by the way, the Soviets capitulated. I did manage to get the majority of my units away from the front line over there, but let's just say a few of them didn't make it. But there you go. As soon as they capitulated, though, the Germans, well, you can see there's nothing here. They're all out of supply, so I've just been encircling them, and that got us up to 1.8 million casualties. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be winning this, so the Germans, with that Soviet capitulation and their 400 units, it's not looking great. I completely gave up with the whole Warsaw Uprising, by the way. I think the last one we did required like 2,000 support equipment, and I don't have 2,000 support equipment each time. Yeah, I don't know if it's really even possible anymore. I mean, it was pretty much impossible for the most part anyway nowadays, but the fact they can now release this guy and the uprising doesn't spread because it doesn't spread between countries, you know, that is just fun. I think they definitely should change it just so the Warsaw Uprising should only have, like, you know, 50% uprising, like, revolt risk resistance in Warsaw. You know, we shouldn't have to get it in every single Polish state. But I get, you know, it's a little bit impossible because when it does spawn, you just get all of the Polish land and a whole bunch of units, which, yeah, a little bit broken. But cool, got that achievement. On to the next one. Okay, this time, it's time for Brentry. As Austria, Belgium, or the Netherlands be the leader of the EU and have the United Kingdom join your faction. You know, actually, because that Poland game did not take long at all, we're going to go ahead, we're going to spice this run up, and we're going to do it. Historical AI focus is off. I may come to regret this. Okay, first thing we did was we rushed down to form the Benelux. We are also now going to rush straight for the European Union so we can get people in as quickly as we can. I think Germany did just go historical, and so did the UK, which isn't great because I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to fight the Germans, but I might not still have to just yet. We'll figure that out because I do get a war goal on the British, which is how I'm going to get them. We do need them to be capitulated because there's just no way to get rid of their faction. Even any of their old history paths, I'm not too sure they get rid of that. Oh, actually, no, they went Churchill. Okay, so they're going the Churchill path, which means we are definitely going to have to fight them. Okay, I didn't realize we had a decision to just propose the formation of the Benelux, which we have done. And now I'm also, well, I was the EU. I've just turned into the Benelux now after that, but I've still got all the EU decisions. Yeah, annoyingly, I can't get France in my faction. They literally just joined the Allies as that happened, which, you know, it ain't great, but we've got plenty of people to invite here anyway. Yeah, the decision to unify the Benelux also cost 300 political power, so I am glad I saved up there, but I was saving up to do all of this instead, so that is a big chunk of our change gone. Okay, so I'm just sniping anyone that could be Germany's ally here. We've done pretty well so far. I mean, you can kind of tell we got them a little bit encircled here. Yeah, we didn't get France, but we did get Italy, which is a very nice trade-off. Okay, after Bulgaria here, I don't think there's anyone else we want. Instead, now we need to focus on the federalization and make sure we get the Czechs and Poland, I reckon, because if the Germans do demand the Sudetenland, which I don't know what they're doing, if they are actually going fully historical here or not, but yeah, I don't want them getting the Czechs. Okay, I'm hitting the federalization now in Poland. I've got the Czechs, and I want to do Italy, and I think with that, we might actually be good just to go in on the Allies and just get it over with and just hope the Germans don't go in. Okay, here goes something. Okay, France capitulated. That was no problemo at all. Now we just need to get into the UK. That part is a problem because I still have war on pacifism, which, you know, I'm only just cracking on down because the world tension was so low, which means I got no manpower, which means I can't get my damn paratroopers out. I think the vassal swarm has me covered enough that I'm just going to go ahead and just say, you know what, we're just going to delete our own units and try and get these paratroopers out. Okay, well, that was easy. All right, fellas, find Boris Johnson's bus and set it on fire. I go at the very last minute. I've captured Boris Johnson's Brexit battleship. I don't even have enough points to take everything in this damn peace conference, but doesn't matter. We got the little supervised state on Britain, and there you go. Brentry achieved. Okay, yeah, that was super damn easy. Okay, I think this might be our last achievement. I might go for another one after this. We'll see how long it takes, but a great hunger. Hungary proclaim Greater Hungary and control all of your historical state. I don't reckon this is going to take too much time or be in any way difficult. We just need to get down to proclaim Greater Hungary and get all of our lands. So either the Germans are going to help us do it, or we're going to get it ourselves. Well, both Romania and Yugoslavia said no to me, and as you can tell, didn't go too well for them. What I'm worried about, though, is I didn't do Demand Burgenland, which means I think for the achievement, we do need all the core provinces, which isn't great. The Germans say no to me. We may be a little bit screwed here. Okay, nice. They handed over Slovakia. Now I'm going to do Burgenland, and that is everything. That is all we need. We just need them to say yes to this. They gave it, and we're done. Well, we're almost done. I gotta wait to do this focus. In fact, I ain't even too sure we needed that state. I think we might have just needed everything to actually do this focus. So, well, it doesn't matter now. Oh, and there she blows. Nice. Okay. Greater Hungary complete. Well, there's nothing else for us to do here as Hungary, and I think we've gotten more than enough achievements over the past, I was going to say today, but we haven't. It's been 3 days. But yeah, that was, I think, 6 or 7 achievements. Yeah, 6 achievements completed. 6 doesn't sound like a lot, but it is quite a lot at the moment. We've only got a few more left to do, really, and this video is probably going to be pretty long, I reckon. And I would expect more of these type of videos for the rest of the achievements we've got to do, because we have a lot, well, not a lot, we've got like 30 or so more to do, and a lot of them are all over the place, so that would be 30 videos individually if I was just going to do them all one by one, which is a little bit, you know, we can't do that. Obviously, some of them are going to be really long and really painful, and those alone will probably make a whole video, but expect a few more cleanup episodes because we really need to get this done. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, I know it's probably pretty long, leave a like, subscribe down below, please, because we're almost there.